And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to Daytona International Speedway as we get ready here now for Truck Series qualifying for the NextEra Energy Resources 250. We're getting ready here for a 25-minute practice qualifying session, if you will. And at the end of this 25 minutes, we will know what the starting lineup will be for our first race of the season here for the Truck Series. As already, we've got drivers peeling out onto the racetrack to lay down their first laps of the afternoon, and the first one out, I believe, is the number 3 of Michael Norman, making his return back to the Truck Series. That number 3 truck has been under the name of many of Michael Norman's developmental drivers. Danica Shirley has driven that ride, Nick Bellardo has driven in that ride, and so too last season, Jimmy Bly. But Michael Norman back behind the wheel of the number 3 truck, and we'll see how he does here, coming back full time to the Truck Series. Now what we're going to be doing, folks, is we're going to be having the ticker up on the top of our screen, up on the top left here, for you to be able to see the laps as they are run and see who has the fastest lap to be able to try and start on the pole position. We will be taking the next 5 to 10 minutes to go through this field and introduce to you the 42 drivers that will be taking the green flag to start the season off at Daytona. Maybe give you a little bit of information about them in past seasons, or introduce drivers making their debut here in the Oreo Truck Series. As we'll bring the ticker up, we'll show you there. Looks like Cody Hagan's already beaten Michael Norman's lap time, but anyway, we'll move back from the 3 truck. That's where we're going to find George Roque. Now Roque, actually, this is the first time that he is actually going to be in the Truck Series. George Roque has raced before in Mobile, he's raced before in Snickers, but this is his debut in the Truck Series, and Roque was a former winner last season in the Mobile and Cup Series when he ended up winning at Champs-Élysées. We'll see how he does here in Trucks. Drivers have told me that the Trucks is probably one of the easier series of the 3 to be able to run in as far as cars handling and everything. So we'll see if Roque may be able to adapt and do well here in his very first Truck Series race. Right behind Michael Norman is the other Bass Pro Shops car, but this is out of Turner Motorsports. That's James McLeod. McLeod is actually coming into this season with a goal, and that's to win a race. He went all last season winless, and that, I believe, is the first time that's happened to McLeod in a long time in a Truck Series season, as he is right now the fastest on track with a 44.332. Moving back here, Caleb Farrell making his debut into the Oreo Truck Series, the 09 MetLife Toyota Tundra. Now, Jacob Lawler drove the 09 last season, ended up putting that truck in victory lane 2 races. So, we'll see how Caleb's going to be able to do here, now the new driver for Joe Gibbs Racing. Here's one of the Napa Auto Parts Chevy Silverados. This one is Jessica Shelton, chaser last season, coming in this season, trying to make the chase again. Now, Jessica Shelton last season drove for Michael Norman Motorsports. She has recently broken away from that team, has formed her own team of Retro Enterprises, and she and her teammate rookie Nick Smith are both running for that team. So we'll see how they do here as they have formed up a 2-truck team. We'll see how they do in their debut season with Retro Enterprises. Just ahead of Jessica Shelton is Dylan Young. Dylan Young, a teammate to Chris Dollerton, those 2 running Toyota Tundras. Dylan Young being sponsored this season by Fruity Pebbles on his number 84 machine. Right now, 18th fastest on track, and Dylan Young was another driver like McLeod last season who did not pick up a victory, a very unusual thing. And so we'll see if McLeod and Dylan Young may be able to find victory lane here in Season 8. Cody Lamas in the very familiar number 48. Cody now in the 48 machine for this season. I'm trying to remember, did Cody run in the trucks last season? I think he did, yeah. Cody drove the number 39, if I recall correctly. And now he moves over to the 48. Cody Lamas, a diehard Jimmy Johnson fan, so not surprising to see him in this 48 machine. Right now, though, he's trying to find a group to work with to be able to produce some speed and get himself up at least onto the front row for the start of this season's first race. Matthew Dallio is a rookie this season, driving the number 10 Xbox Ford F-Series. And right behind him, a driver that is very well known in Truck Series. He's a former Truck Series winner back from Season 6, won a race at Watkins Glen. And that's Mason Wood back full-time behind the wheel of the number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet. You'll recognize the car because it's the same driver that got the victory at Sonoma last season. Andreas Allen back behind the wheel of the Michael Waltrip Racing Toyota Tundra. Right behind him is going to be Zach Hamlin making his rookie debut in the number 61 out of Roush Racing. Jake Rogers, the Season 2 Truck Series champion, is 30th on track right now, but right behind this pack, so he may have something to say here. Being sponsored by Heinz on his number 91 this season, now 11th fastest, so that shows you just how much this draft is going to play out into who's going to have the fastest lap here today. As Jake Rogers trying to get something going again. It's been quite a while since Jake Rogers has had a solid season in the Truck Series, and he'll try and do it here starting at Daytona. Oh, contact back there. One car just almost was sent off track. That's the 16 of Stephen Pollard III, but he keeps it together, so let's go through this field here. You're looking at the fastest on track right now. Matthew Daly returning to the 23 there for Daly Motorsports. Carson Gumm, full-time now in the Truck Series. We've seen him before in mobile and Snickers action, but the first time that he will race in trucks driving the 55 machine. Zach Buchanan makes his return after 5 seasons. He has not been in a Truck Series ride since Season 3. He's finally back, and he's behind the wheel of the number 39. To his inside, back in the 18, is Tanner Sullivan. I don't know why it says rookie on there. I apologize. I will fix that after this session. Tanner Sullivan is not a rookie. He ran full-time last season in the 18 machine. As a matter of fact, he won the event these drivers are qualifying for last season as well, as Cody Hagan makes his debut into the Oreo Truck Series driving the 88, and right behind him a teammate. That's Luke Walker in the number 38, the defending Mobile One Cup Series champion, now going to run full-time over here in the trucks. Back in the Blue Deuce, that is Sean Galligan. He's been in that ride for the past 3 or 4 seasons, back with Penske once again. And the driver who had that tremendous save we saw moments ago, Stephen Pollard III, also making his return back into the Truck Series. I believe he was in the Truck Series back in Season 6. He made the chase and had 2 victories, if memory serves me correctly. And that was with the 99 out of Roush Fenway Racing. He's back with that team for Season 8. LJ Mills makes his debut for Earnhardt Ganassi Racing, as he'll be driving the number 42 here this season. There's the other of the Retro Enterprises cars, Nick Smith, making his debut into the trucks. Going to his inside, Justin Talumpus, also making his debut, driving the number 17 machine this year. And there's the other of the Dollarton Young Motorsports cars, Chris Dollarton, the Season 4? It was either Season 4 or Season 5 Oreo Truck Series champion. Is coming on track is the number 4 machine, the other Turner Motorsports car, and that's Joe Davis. He's a rookie, the only rookie for the Turner team this season. John Trollston in the 29, a friend of Danny Wells. Danny drove the 29 last season. Trollston driving it this season. He's a rookie making his debut. The latest addition to Turner Motorsports, Charles Jackson in the number 32 machine, and right behind him, his teammate and the defending Truck Series champion, Dylan Poteet. Turner coming in as the, quotes, dream team, so to say, with James McLeod, Charles Jackson, and Dylan Poteet. The wild card in that equation is their teammate right behind them, Joe Davis, in the 4. Alex Pedro makes his debut in the Truck Series, driving the number 7 Dodge. And you can bet he's probably going to be working with the 2 of Sean Galligan probably this race, since those 2, I believe, are the only Dodges in this field. Bob Fergus makes his return to the Truck Series. He'll drive the 07 Chevrolet. That's an underfunded, unsponsored team, but you never know. We've seen stranger things happen here. Bob Jones makes his return back to the Truck Series in the very familiar number 11 FedEx Toyota Tundra. To his high side, with a new paint scheme, Trent Dunham in the number 1 Sega Chevy Silverado, a former Truck Series champion in his own right. Had a very horrible season last season, looks to rebound here this season. 4th fastest on track, by the way. And then Drew Austin makes his return into the Oreo Truck Series as well, as he is in the number 51 machine out of Kyle Busch Motorsports. Kyle Matthews, he's back here in the Oreo Truck Series. was a contender for the championship last season, and this season coming in with a new team. The number 41 Drive to End Hunger Chevy Silverado is the ride he has this season, as he's actually second fastest on track. And I believe there's a couple drivers up in this pack ahead of him that we have not yet introduced. Dylan Thoreau in the number 21 machine. Thoreau also going to be making his debut over in Mobile Cup Series competition, so we'll see him during the qualifying race for that. And right behind him, back in the number 22, and for some reason I forgot to take the rookie off of him as well. Levi McIntyre drove the 22 last season, was a chaser as well, and he's back in that Penske Dodge. So I will remove the rookie symbols from both Levi McIntyre and Tanner Sullivan's names. I apologize to both of you guys. I did not see that until just now. We're just going to quickly go through the field here, see if I missed anybody. There's one driver that I did miss. Daniel Voiles, a new driver for Hendrick Motorsports in the number 24. Now, Voiles actually does have some previous experience. He drove the number 41 in Mobile One Cup Series. I believe that was back in Season 6. So he does have previous experience in NCRA racing, but this is his first full-time season in the trucks. And we're just going to make a quick scan here, make sure that I did indeed get everyone. I believe I mentioned everybody in this pack. Oh, missed a few here. Eric and Rage, now driving the number 14 machine. Now Eric is the team owner, or part team owner, of the Snickers Cup Series team of Rogers V8 Performance Motorsports. And Eric and Rage making his NSCRA debut. This is the first time we're going to see him in NSCRA competition, driving the number 14. Henry Sanfer driving the ride that I believe it's his sister, Jean Sanfer, ended up winning Rookie of the Year honors with last season in the Truck Series. Henry Sanfer with his brother Charles Sanfer, as well as Jean Sanfer, all in different series this season. Henry in Trucks, Jean in Mobile, and Charles over in Snickers. And a very familiar face behind the number 20 machine. After 2 seasons of having Prudence Littlejohn behind the wheel, John Cittadino is back behind the wheel of the number 20 Toyota Tundra out of Joe Gibbs Racing. Now, John Cittadino, the last time we saw him in a Truck Series event, it was back in season, was it season 6? I want to say season 6, but somehow I don't feel that's right. Nope, it wasn't. It was season 5. Season 5, John Cittadino ended up sweeping, or not sweeping, but going 2 for 3 at the season finale at Zen Joltis when he won the championship in the Snickers Cup Series. He won his very last Truck Series start at Zen Joltis in season 5. He'd love to be able to pick up a win in his return here to the trucks, as he just forced the 5 machine of Chris Washer way up track. Washer now moving over to the Hendrick Motorsports group. He drove the 87 Toyota last season. Had a fairly good season, but looking for an even better season here with Hendrick Motorsports. Now have I covered everybody? Maybe not. There are probably a couple of other drivers I missed. We're about to find out, though. Looking through the field here, I'm almost certain I got everybody. And if I did, that worked out perfectly, because now... Oh, I did miss somebody. Ah, where'd he go? There he is, the number 45 of Brandon Chasta's Luke Walker spun. But he keeps it together, and he'll bring it back on track. Brandon Trasta, I believe is how you say his name. He's a rookie this season in the number 45. Last time we saw that 45 car on track, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Luke Walker was the driver of it. Or maybe Charles Sanford drove that ride. I'm trying to remember who it was. But I believe now I've covered everybody. You watch, there's one driver I've missed. I guarantee you there's going to be one driver that I'll have missed. It always seems to happen, and it's probably going to happen again. Well, maybe not. Maybe I got them. I did get them all. Alright. So let's jump to our fastest on track right now. The driver who would start on the pole for the NextEra Energy Resources 250. And that right now is Matthew Daly, who, again, another driver that I haven't got the rookie thing taken off of. So let me actually write this down. Matthew Daly, Tanner Sullivan, And Levi McIntyre take the R's off. All right, so Matthew Daly with a 44.644, or 42.644, I should say, the fastest lap on track right now. Kyle Matthews is second fastest. Eric Rage, the highest running rookie right now, in third. Trent Dunham is fourth. Bob Fergus, Jessica Shelton, rookie Cody Hagan, Luke Walker, Zach Buchanan, and Tanner Sullivan. That would be the top 10 to start off our first Truck Series race of the season if things stay just the way they are. But I'm trying to see, this group right here is starting to form up really, really close. And they could start producing speed very quickly. Now they're going to get held up by the Caleb Farrell machine. But if this group keeps as tight as they are, we could see some of these drivers jump up inside the top 10. Stephen Pollard III's in this. Citadino, Mason Wood, Justin Talampas, Chris Dollerton, Nick Smith, LJ Mills, Henry Sanford, and Caleb Farrell. Oh, wow, Dollerton got the wall there. That's going to kill his lap time. See if anybody jumps up into the top 10. At least out of this group, doesn't look like it. Not this time, anyway. Now they're going to form more double wide, and that may actually produce more speed as Chris Washer returns his number 5 to the track. And we're not really seeing much of any one team really dominating at the current moment. I mean, there are two of the Hendrick cars up there in the top 10 with Cody Hagan and Luke Walker, 7th and 8th. And then the two Stewart-Haas Racing cars up there with Enrage in 3rd and Buchanan in 9th. Oh, look out here. This is going to be some good lap times here for some of these guys. Henry Sanford, Chris Dollerton peel off onto pit road, but watch your top 10. I think something may change. No, apparently not. Nick Smith, who is 3rd in this line, only ran a 43.963 in the fastest lap, or the fastest laps of all the top 10 are in the 42s. So apparently there's not enough trucks in this pack to produce enough speed, which quite honestly surprises me. Well, Mason Wood trying to get something going here. Let's see if he or Caleb Farrell, John Citadino, Justin Talampas, can they do something here? Or are they going to need more like 10 and 15 trucks than just 7? At the line this time, did it hit the 42s? No, actually that lap time, Mason Wood fell to 23rd from 22nd. Right now there's nobody seemingly able to produce enough speed. Right now the defending champion Dylan Poteet is 39th fastest on track. His fastest lap of 43.347. He and Chris Washer, Danny Wells, Dylan Young, Bob Fergus trying to get this group going. They got another group about to catch them of 5. Alex Pedro, Joe Davis, Drew Austin, Trent Dunham, and Bob Jones. Now, if those two packs can form together, they may be able to do something, but I think Pedro is now coming to pit road. Yep. Coming to make an adjustment there on that car. Here's a little group starting to form there. Dylan Thoreau, Cody Lamas. Oh, George Roque, Levi McIntyre. They're coming up on the Matthew Dalio machine. Michael Norman, James McLeod, and Luke Walker are in this pack as well. There's the Jessica Shelton with Zach Hamlin. And Daniel Voiles trying to catch up, make that a 3-car pack as Henry Sanford returns back to the track. Another group of cars here, teammates of Zach Buchanan and Eric Rage. Also Kyle Matthews, Matthew Daly, Carson Gum, and Tanner Sullivan. All of these drivers, I believe, with the exception of Carson Gum, are right now in the top 10. Tanner Sullivan's 10th fastest, Kyle Matthews 2nd, Matthew Daly the current pole sitter, Zach Buchanan 9th fastest, and Eric Rage is 3rd fastest. So Carson Gum the odd man out, but he's 12th fastest on the grid right now. Who's 11th? That would be Zach Hamlin in the 61. Just a little more than 5 minutes remaining in this qualifying session, and right now it looks like Matthew Daly and Kyle Matthews would sit on the pole position and the outside of the front row. Matthew Daly, a former winner last season. Kyle Matthews was a 2-time winner last season. and a chaser for the championship. And right now, with what I'm seeing, we only have 2 drivers that are rookies that would start inside the top 10 for this race. Eric and Rage in 3rd place and Cody Hagan in 7th. Let's find that 88. There he is. And this is a group that's starting to form up here late in this event. Charles Jackson, Jake Rogers, Dylan Poteet, Stephen Pollard III, Cody Hagan. Oh, I'm sorry, not Dylan Poteet. I saw the great clips on the hood of Charles Jackson and thought that was him. Oh, Alex Pedro's got some damage on his Speed Energy Dodge Ram. They're being caught. This first group is being caught here by Caleb Farrell and Mason Wood, Nick Smith, and John Cittadino. And they're slowly reeling in the Henry Sanford machine. Oh, and Tolumpus is going to come right up in front of traffic. Oh, wow, they were really close there. Henry Sanford not going to be up to speed to be able to merge with these guys just yet. Let's see, this is the only opportunity right here, basically, for someone to make a last-ditch attempt to get into the top 10 for the start of the Truck Series race. Got themselves a good pack here, somewhere around 11 drivers, I would say, are in this pack. They could start producing speed, though. Let's see if this next time around, if they can run in the 42s. If not, I think we can safely say what we're looking at in our top 10 grid right now is what we'll be left with for the start of the event. LJ Mills makes a move to the inside of Cody Hagan. Mason Wood right there, Nick Smith right there. And look at the run Henry Sanford's getting with a shove from Stephen Pollard III. That second group came lightning fast. They killed their momentum, but are they going to hit the 42s? No, 43.226. How about the front pack? 43.175 there for Nick Smith. So they're still running in the 43s. They can't seem to hit the 42 nows, and apparently that means the track conditions changed dramatically from the start of this event to the end of this practice session as someone spun apparently. Whoa! Careful there, guys. James McLeod, Zach Buchanan, Carson Gum all scattering to avoid Dylan Young and Eric and Rage coming to pit road. And that just nearly was a wreck. Look at this, a tight formation. You'd think they'd be running in the 42s, but nope, that time. Jake Rogers third in that line, 43.343, 0.3 slower than his fastest lap of the day. And you gotta wonder, I mean, these guys are in a big pack, so why are they not able to produce the speed that they were able to, the other guys were able to produce earlier on? They are right up against each other. They are nose to tail. They are cutting a perfect draft. I do not see why they are not producing 42 lap times. See this time, Jake Rogers there. Cody Hagan second in line this time. 43.666. It was even slower than their last lap. So this must be due to the track conditions and or the fact that these drivers, I don't know what it is. There's just something going on there. Whether it be to do with weather, whether it to be with track condition, maybe whether it's to do with the adjustments these drivers have made. Something is just not right, and the speed is not being produced here late in this qualifying session as it was during the beginning of this qualifying session. As Mason Wood peels off for pit road. Oh, Cody Hagan almost just got wrecked by Jake Rogers. Nice save by the rookie for Hendrick Motorsports. So I think that we can safely say with 41 seconds remaining, right there is your front row. The 41 and just behind him the 23 will start first and second for the NextEra Energy Resources 250. And we might as well step out right now, because this practice session has only 20 seconds remaining, and I don't really think anybody's going to make any moves to move themselves any further up. Oh, LJ Mills actually did make it up inside the top 10, just past Tanner Sullivan for 10th place. So that's like the only driver, basically, that we've seen move themselves up into the top 10 here late in this event. And I'm not certain which which pack LJ Mills was in, but apparently it produced just enough speed for Mills to hit the 42s, apparently. And this practice session is now over. This qualifying session, Matthew Daly will start on the pole, and he is not a rookie, so ignore that. Kyle Matthews will start second. Eric and Rage will be the highest starting rookie in third. Trent Dunham will be fourth. Bob Fergus fifth. Jessica Shelton sixth. Seventh will be rookie Cody Hagan. Luke Walker in in eighth. Zach Buchanan will start ninth, and LJ Mills will be 10th. As you take a look further down here through the rest of your finishing results, wherever you are is where you're starting in the NextEra Energy Resources 250, the first Truck Series race of the season. Take a look at some of the names down here. Apparently Turner Motorsports didn't have very fast cars here today. James McLeod was the highest running of them in 30th. Charles Jackson was 36th. The defending champ Dylan Pote was 39th, and Joe Davis was 42nd. Chris Washer way down there in 41st. Teammates Sean Galgan and Levi McIntyre 32nd and 33rd. Michael Norman first on track, 34th here. Dylan Young 35th. A lot of big names starting way down at the bottom of the list here at the rear of the field for our first Truck Series race of the season. But congratulations to Matthew Daly. He will start on the pole for the first Daytona race of the season here for the Oreo Truck Series. Hope you guys enjoyed this qualifying session. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. We'll see you guys next time here for the qualifying session for the Drive for COPD 350? Is it 350 or 300? I think it's Drive for COPD 300. That's the Mobile and Cup Series qualifying session, and then we will have pole day qualifying for the Daytona 500, and then of course the Gatorade Duels to find out the rest of the starting lineup for the Great American Race. You've been watching Production NCRA, offline racing at its best. We'll see you guys next time. Oh, Sean Henley got turned by Dunham, and he saved it. What are these guys doing? Oh, and Henley just got turned now. That time he got turned. Logan Wilson is flipping on his roof. Dylan Young is collected. Sosnowski's collected. Dylan Young is now flipping. Citadino's involved. Mary Cole is in it. Drew Austin has been collected, and Dylan Young continues to flip. Now comes to rest. There is our caution.